Yeah, good morning, good afternoon. Wherever you'll be seeing this program from, this is EIE TV and the program presenting right in front of you insightful solution plus reliable life. And today I'll be having a guest in the house and we'll be talking more about the situation and what is happening in the northern part of Nigeria. And she is ready to want to talk about the situation that is happening in the northern part, the pressure, the the belief of the people, and what she thinks is going to happen in this whole journey of how things are not being placed properly in our dear nation. So this morning we'll be doing some few things. We'll still be expecting some guests to come in from the southwest and the southeast. If possible, they can join us either on WhatsApp or whatever. And if you're Nigerians and you're all over the world, wherever you'll be watching this program from, please, you can call in. The phone number to call in is displaying right here. So if you want to call in this program, please, you're free to call in and call in the program this morning, because we're actually looking for the opinion of the people, because to me, I believe there is more to what is happening in our system than any common Nigerians we see it to be. But my own opinion is quite different. That's why if I want to say, I'll say I'm the young man that sits as if I'm that elderly person that is seeing something an elderly man could sit down and see. So I am the only person that is in that position. That's why I always come out here to want to tell Nigerians what we can do to avoid dressing the surface of the problem of the country, rather than handling the problem and putting a solution to it. That's the basis of this channel, the insightful solution plus reliable life. I'll be inviting our guest for our guest speaker today, and the phone number to call in, please. If you're watching this program, kindly tag share so we can start off right immediately. So if you're watching this program, kindly tag share. If you're watching this program, kindly tag share. If you're watching this program, kindly tag share. I'm checking my sound. I'm listening to myself. I don't know why it's projecting this way, but everything is in control. So I think we have lost our guest, and quickly this morning I'll be reading a script written by Bolaji O. Akiyemi about the Muslim ticket by the All Progressive Congress, which is the ruling party of Nigeria. Before that, I have said it earlier on from the day one. I've stated it and I've made it known to the body of Christ, which is the Muslim, the Christians, that there is a jihadist agenda against the Christians of Nigeria. And we are not trying to cause confusion or trying to make things look as if it's not going to work. It's going to work. There's nobody that cannot live with another. But what we make that friendship or that union to remain is rules and policies, agreement, understanding. Even the Bible stated it that two cannot work together except they agree. And this, like a state of, like a secular state Nigeria is, there should be a better understanding. And that understanding need to be a written understanding. That is why I'm telling Nigerians, we should stop believing in a candidate, but rather make a law that will govern the state. Let's set out principles. We've learned our lessons from all the mistakes that have happened, how people can come into power, steal, misuse funds, and all of that. We know what can be put in place when so far so good. Nobody, no constituency can come out and say their representative did well. We are supposed to be hearing from those people, but it's the other way around. We're not hearing from them. So we, the people, still have the power, the capacity, the responsibility to channel this solution appropriately. Appropriately. It's as simple. Nobody is dying, nobody is fighting, nobody's, because we can still coexist if there is still union. And to me, if these laws are set, why not? Except the people doesn't want it anymore. My people, I want make una dey listen to advice now. Make we forget progress, stability in our own indigenous territory. Yeah. Viewers, if you're watching this program, I want you to watch this program to the end. Yes, I want you to watch this program to the end, because if today is your first time of coming across our channel, please kindly do us a favor by sharing, like, and subscribe. Turn on your notification button so you can hear anytime we are live. You know, I am a young youth that sits on that position. They see what the elderly people they see. We will get there if only we choose to want to settle this problem once and for all. I think our guest is ready. I'll be bringing her in and let her tell us the situation of things in her state, in the northern part of Nigeria, northeast. Hello, good day, Mrs. Anatu. How are you doing, madam?
I'm fine, sir. And you?
Well, we are still okay. We thank God. God has been faithful. And welcome to the program today. This is EIE TV, an insightful solution plus reliable life, because we've not lived a reliable life right from the Union of Nigeria, even up to the union agreement that was not being met to during the civil war, that was not looked into. You know, there are traces
Yes.
to why Nigeria is where Nigeria is today. Because I was before I brought you in, I was talking about the unitary system, the laws that has been violated. People don't see the constitution, because that's my only take. I hate dressing the surface of the problem, because now we could see, because of the lawlessness of the country, there's no electoral act that guides against those principles that coexist the nation together. Because if a political party could go as far as that length to initiate such a move, that means the unitary system is being tampered with. When you are from the northern part of Nigeria, so also some other places in the southwest, the southeast, that are as well as Muslim, you know what I mean? But you are from the
Yes,
northern part of Nigeria, you are Christian. You see,
yes,
we
sir.
are spread across all over Nigeria. And if we want to coexist as a nation, there should be an equal right of religion, equal right in power, equity, fairness, and justice for everyone. Because any of them that went there to serve, they are not born to be there. They were just
Yes,
being opportune to be there, you know. And as a that,
yes,
we've not been able to have a responsible ruling president right from the existence of our dear nation up to this time we are now. Please kindly go ahead and tell us the situation of things in the northern part of Nigeria, the pressure from the electoral system, the pressure from every part. Yeah, you feel you can speak
yes,
on
sir.
to
When you just say things that is happening in the country, it just make me laugh because we can stay here till eternity discussing about the issue happening in this country around here. We, the Northeast, I am in the Northeast. That is where I am. So
please tell us me too.
let me just give a little of the plenty things. Like serious,
Yeah,
people
give us
are
a little,
fretting
yeah,
here. You know,
yeah.
as parents, we're not supposed to be fretting so that our children can go out and come out successfully. If you, as a parent, are fretting, you are afraid. How did you expect your child to go out and come back? You, the almighty parent, are afraid. You understand? Because nobody knows what is going to happen the next minute. Nobody knows. Those politicians just having their theory, like serious, they like abiding by their own theory because it favors them. It doesn't favor anybody. Let me tell you, me that I'm talking now, let me just say half of my family are Muslim. In fact, I have close relatives that are Muslim. In fact, I'm going to their houses for holidays. Like
Okay,
nobody intimidates anybody there. But
okay.
of this religion thing that is happening for Nigerian politics is just for other people in the corner to enjoy themselves. It's not that they are fighting for that religion like serious. People in the south, in that we here in the north, we are enjoying. Sir, nobody is enjoying in the north. The truth of the matter, nobody is enjoying the north. Like serious, in the south, they are even more better than us here because now you go to houses, out of 100 houses, 10 houses that have 3 meals. You understand? So we don't have farmland to go and farm. We don't have things we are facing here. Like serious, there's no electricity, no all those things. Forget about it. But the fear of this thing that this APC do, like this one religion thing, making everybody scared because nobody know the output that is going to come out of it. You understand? Telling some people, I said to me, let me on to Cameroon and see whether they can give me a small plot of land.
The network is a little
I can
bit.
build even if it is one room to evacuate my family before they are doing it for their own self. Even here, just suffering, like serious. Don't even you say this religion is enjoying, the other religion suffering. Like serious, it's not like this. Everybody is suffering. The only people enjoying the key people, the key politicians, the key people holding a public office. They are the only one enjoying. Nobody is enjoying. We are all flattened. You don't know what tomorrow tells. Yeah. Like serious, if you sleep today, tomorrow, you are just tomorrow is going to bring out for you.
You see, just a brief one. You have you like asked, you know, there are some things you might have lived with some persons for a very long time. You know them too well of what they can do, because you just said something about you going to your friends that are Muslim. Have you asked them about their take? Because our politicians, yeah, free and fair ways of how they extort from the people, which we know. And there is only one instrument, me, I believe, is giving them the power to do what they are doing. So we will come to that. And you see, have you asked
Like,
your friends what
it's like maybe I ask somebody or someone close to me that is Muslim, how did he feel about the whole thing?
yes,
When we are
did
talking
they feel?
about religion, we are talking about emotional thing. You understand? Somebody can be telling you something different, but deep inside of him, there's something different. But the output of what they are saying verbally, in fact, let me just say, like 60% of them are not happy with what is really happening. Like, serious, 60% of them. It's only that you don't know what somebody means inside of his heart or whatever. And when you know that you are the one going to be protected, you understand, you are going to dance to the tunes of those people that create a fake protection for you. So some of them are getting to understand, because they were having high hope on Buhari. They were having high hope on Buhari. In fact, there are some people that I even fought with them during Buhari regime. When I was talking about, they say, not because you are not a Muslim, that you hate Buhari because Buhari is them. I said, far from it. I know that the guy doesn't have the output. Even if he has the heart to do it, what about the capacity? Is it only heart that for people? You can have a good heart, but you don't have the capacity to deliver good thing. So that is check concerning that, and I'm boldly saying it that time. But when the thing turn apart like this, that everybody is suffering, now you to plenty houses. In fact, I don't move around, because if you go to people's houses, you have to come with tears. When you go to their house and find out that they did not eat anything since yesterday till today, how will you feel? So the issue of them, some of them, like serious, 60% of them do not accept this theory of APC.
Okay. You see, when it comes to that level, you see, those 60% are not the lawmakers. You understand?
Yes.
And when you are not part of the lawmakers and you are not giving your voice, speaking out from the act that is coming out from your religion, that means you know the truth and you are forbidding yourself to speak about it, because this issue is giving a lot of people like us and other people that know the agenda. Because you, as a Christian that lives in the north, it affects you too, because we're talking about faith belief here. Those 60% of people that cannot speak now cannot still speak when this 40% of people are acting, because these people have power to ammunition, they have power to terrorism, they have power to anything you can think of, because it is a conquest. Why I said it's a conquest, it's a hidden agenda. This thing has, imagine El-Rufai then was the person that went to Lagos and kicked against godfatherism in Lagos State. And now the same Ahmed Bola Tinubu is the same person he concurred to his movement of picking a running mate as a Muslim. And you and I know the Nigeria we come from, that it is difficult for a political party as desperate as Nigerians, our politicians, it is difficult for the system of Nigeria now to run a free and fair election. If I ask you now, you that is from the north, who is your favorite? I know I shouldn't be asking you this. Who is your candidate? If I ask you, are you part of the obedient family? Are you articulation? Because you are free. It is your civil and democratical right to decide who you want to vote for. But as for me, and what I will advise every Nigerians, you see, if we need a solution, a permanent solution to our problems, I've been able to travel to so many countries. And each time I travel to those countries, I try to want to look into their laws and system, how it operates. The system cannot function except the law is being placed in order. When this law is in track, the system works along with the laws, because the law is the first thing that will provide that accuracy for the system.
platform. That is what we're for.
Yeah, you see, Nigeria has a problem, but people are not looking at the problem. Peter Obi might win the election today and happen to be the worst president ever ruled. You know why? He
Like,
might have good.
response to the choice of who will be the president. I've been on social media for a while. I've been talking for a long time. Even when that 2015 election was undergoing, my candidate was Atiku Abubakar, because I have one or two encounter with him, and the way he govern his activities. If you find out that his household is kept, the man has at least 4 wives with him, but you don't find his children on social media. You don't find his wives on social media. I just like him because I love people that control the affairs of their family. You cannot just tell me that you are a man when you don't have control over your family. So I so much have respect for that. And I know him as an entrepreneur because he has been doing things. When I was going small, he was the first person I've been seeing around me. Like, serious, I don't know much about Peter Obi and Tinubu, serious, but Atiku, I can say much because I grow up in a close environment where he is. You understand? So I know his capacity and the way he does things and all that and all that. I don't know other things. You understand? But I know that if Atiku really means business, he's going to turn this country. But I don't know what.
Yeah, I believe we're having technical problem from uh, um, the side of our guests. You see, we are open. I just displayed the phone number. You can call in this phone number on WhatsApp, +14072041236, and we are looking forward to have our guest back because she just came out and say her candidate is Atiku Abubakar. So also you have the obedient people and you have the Jagaban, or how do you call it again? It is my turn. You see, Nigerian politics has become a playing ground because why? There is no law that governs that nation. The unitary system of Nigeria has been broken, has been violated, has been broken and be violated. If a political party and the ruling party could go as far as this length, and the people of Nigerians that have suffered cannot recognize what they can do to fix their problem. If you go out there, there are different opinions from the people. There are different ideas that people are bringing in, but they are failing to know the fundamental way to go about having this solution. We cannot keep dancing around our problem and thinking we are providing solution to it. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. As you all know, the meeting that was not completed in Aburi in Ghana should be revisited if we want peace, if we want limitation to what these guys could exercise power to, if we want things to work accordingly as a nation, we have to go back to the unitary system agreement of the nation. Because all of this playing around is going to only affect, I know my guest was saying everybody is suffering. Yes, Everybody is suffering because those guys in power are still yet to execute their mission. So it is going to look equal, but it's not equal. But people are not, that are from the other part of the religion, that is fully aware of the catastrophe. Because if we're talking about we saying, oh, let's go get our voters card so that we can disgrace them. No, we don't need to act that way. That like the only solution is to go and vote against that party. No, that is not the right way. An error has been made. That error needs to be corrected before proceeding to the next level. APC just made it known to us that it is obvious that there is a hidden agenda happening in the country. And if we that comes from the other part of the religion are quiet about this, it is a slap on our face that we will not be participating in the government whereby we live in our territory. We contribute to the resources, to the economy and all of that. You say we are only meant to work for the nation. We cannot rule the nation. We cannot make decisions in the nation. No, it's not going to happen. Never, it will not happen. That's why we are saying, because if you take a look at the Constitution of Nigeria, it's an instrument which this caliphate are going to use to execute their jihadist agenda, to turn Nigeria into a Muslim state. We cannot suffer because of what we believe, because we've not put pressure on you people not to believe what you believe. After all, you call Allah, you call God. We call Jesus, we call God. At the end of all of this, God is still involved. That is why I will never discriminate anybody's belief, in as much as you say you believe in God. I'm not the one to tell you whether you believe in God. As long as you call God, God is the one that is still going to judge you for calling him your everything you called him. So that is my take. Where the equal right and equity, fairness, and justice should be in place is where I'm calling out on every Nigerians, particularly Christians. I'll bring our guests back in now. Good to have you back. Have you really thought about Atiku not being, because I'm not discrediting Atiku as your favorite candidate. You've been close to him. Like you said, you know him. And there are some qualities you see he portrayed that could make him a good leader of Nigeria. And you see, everyone is entitled at the end to their opinion, irrespective of how it is. But do you think the conquest agenda, because there is an agenda that is going to happen either in the right way or in the wrong way, but there is a line of attraction which has been a tool. Because if you take a look at it, people from the northeast are killed every day. You know what I mean? They are murdered every day because of their beliefs. You understand? And none of these people have been able to raise standard against them. You understand? And we are not looking at what quality you have as a. These are some of the things I don't want to talk about any of all these candidates, because to me, if people are giving Peter Obi all this credit, I tell them, I say, you know what, Mr. Peter Obi has planned his journey to be a president of Nigeria, and he has been keeping his track to ensure he achieved that. That is what Ahmed Bola Tinubu will come out and tell you, that he has worked tirelessly for all the states they've won in their political party. So he deserves to be what he wants to be, because the political party is the ruling party. And I could tell you, if I want to be looking at people Nigerians should be concerned about, is the INEC chairman. But we don't know if they're going to drop him before election. It might happen. If they see he's not complying to their rules, when he put all these things in place, they're going to take him out and bring somebody, because they are the ruling party. The president has the capacity to discharge and appoint, you know. You know what I mean? Left alone for somebody like Buhari. That Buhari has changed ministers and all of that like rappers. If you are not complying, it switch you to someone that will comply. So we don't even know their agenda. If they're going to switch the INEC chairman before time, because it has happened so many times in Nigeria. So the capacity of me seeing another political party winning the upcoming election, that means Nigeria can run a free and fair. Because we've interviewed somebody on a video that said he has 5 voters card and he is 23 years old, and he started voting at the age of I think at the age of, I've forgotten, 14, 15. They started voting. So do you think your choice of candidate, I want to ask you this thing, we are live right here, do you think your choice of candidate will provide you the security, the stability that Nigerians, because whenever we are speaking, we don't speak for only ourselves, we speak generally as Nigerians, because this same person you're talking about now has handled a position as is one time the vice president of Nigeria, and we all know what happened during the time. Because if we are calling on anybody in the problem of Nigeria, myself will include people like Obasanjo, I will include people like what's his name, Abubakar. You understand? So Obasanjo can easily come out and tell you Atiku is the worst person ever made him be his running mate. So people happens to disagree with people, but in the level of such an office, your oga could come out and say you is one of the regret he has taken as a running mate. That means things did not go well. Things did not go well. So your choice of candidate is a good choice. Yeah.
Maybe the oga that has the problem. Oga can still have a problem, sir.
Yeah, you are right about that. Oga can still have a problem, but their administration is the problem, the genesis and the problem of Nigeria. First, Obasanjo swore to a constitution that was not made.
You can say,
yeah, Obasanjo,
no apology, sir.
Yeah, Obasanjo swore to a constitution that was not read by the people, because Nigeria is not a nation that exists only in the northern part of Nigeria. You know why I said that? Because every decision that has to be made in Nigeria comes from the northern Nigeria. And when it comes, it becomes law. And if you that lives in the southwest, if you don't abide to it, you are going to be punished by that same law they implemented. Why I'm saying this is because when that constitution was written, consultation was not made across, was not made to the lower Niger territory, was not made to the Oduduwa nation, was not made to the Benin Kingdom, was not made to even all these nations I'm mentioning, all these indigenous territory I'm mentioning now, they are nations of their own. Okay, to keep it all going, they said, okay, for this whole issue to go along, send in your representative. And our representative went there. They did not speak on the topic that should have been spoken on, which is this constitution. We know you people are just leaving government now, hand over to a new system, and we have to look into this. Yeah, we have to look into this constitution and bring in our own laws. They failed. Our rep members failed to address this system after power was given to Obasanjo, because even Nwondo, the information minister, came out and said his office was supposed to be responsible for that constitution. So the constitution was not a constitution made by the people, and we say we are practicing democracy. So to me, I think my take, Atiku will not help Nigeria. Obi might have good intention. Obi will not have the system to work, because people, if Obi defeat Atiku, Atiku is going to deal with his government badly, terribly. Honestly, I'm not apologetic about what I'm saying now. Yes, even Tinubu will deal with his government. Hey, listen, let me tell you, a government as Good Lord Jonathan could not handle. Good Lord Jonathan had a good plan before, but he could not succeed. He could not succeed. So my own take, my own philosophy might be quite different from
having the capacity to execute the plans you have is two different things, sir.
Okay.
Yes, having the plan and having the capacity to execute your plan is two different things. So when somebody has plan and he doesn't prepare to execute the plan, he doesn't execute the plan. So this thing that me, what I want to add to this is I just want to talk about those things that has to do with partially this thing that call religion in the north. Like serious, my brother, we are not only the Christians that are being killed, everybody is being killed. You see us Christians in the north, that's why we are quiet. We don't normally come out to say, they are killing us, because the whole thing is general. Now is general, because my local government, where I was when these insurgents enter, after they finish chasing anybody and killing people, the next thing they do is they started putting bomb blasts in the churches. After they finish the churches, they bomb blast the mosques. So you ask them, what are they fighting for? If you say you are Muslim, you are fighting for, you want to kill Christian, now you go to the mosques and put bomb blasts. There's one big mosque around my area that they bomb blast and kill some of my neighbors that are going there for worship. You understand? So the issue of personalizing the matter when you are far away from the matter, you don't understand it. But we that are dwelling inside the matter, we get to understand that these politicians are only closing our one eyes and leaving one open. And that one, they will be telling you what to look at it. So by the time you are using that one eye to be looking at it like that, you get to understand that you are favoring not yourself. You will be fighting your next brother. You will be fighting your next Muslim brother. A next Muslim brother, Muslim Christian brother. So the whole thing here in the north is not like people that are not in the north thinking that is what is happening. The fight here we have got to understand is not per se religion fight. It's just democracy fight to retain power for themselves, by themselves, for themselves. That is what is happening. So they are only using it as a bedrock to others. You understand? They just raise this thing of this because they know there are fools that will follow them. I didn't say that there are no Muslims following them or Christians following them, but there are fools that follows them. But as I tell you, 60% people are not with them. You understand? So that's just it. That's why I say to me, if it has to be do with religion crisis in the north, I can say a little, not too much, because I've not been, here in the north, we are not allowed to be everywhere. You can only be where you're supposed to be. You cannot be everywhere. You understand?
Do you think to what you just said now? Do you think that is a good life to live? You be in a nation.
It's not a good life. I'm tired of it, sir. That's why we need people that will come out and begin to talk about the thing that is happening just the way you're doing. I become your favorite. I become this platform. Become my favorite because you talk. You don't just like talk things maybe in one direction. You generalize it. You don't personalize it. So the reason why I keep understanding is because all you are fighting for is a better Nigeria. And how can we resolve the errors we have done in the past? Not one person, just as you say. A lot of people have contributed to this error. If we stand and begin to look for who spoiled Nigeria, we're not going to get a better Nigeria. So what are we going to do? Let us look for a way forward. That is what you keep doing. That's why I become addicted to this enough is enough platform, like serious.
Thank you so much for that recommendation. But you see, my sister, the aspect you describe this whole stuff from is quite because you live there, you know what is
Yes, sir.
going on there, but do
Yes,
you
sir.
think you understand the agenda? Because several people have came out and said there is an agenda that is going on, and that agenda, um a lot of people has also made testimony that some persons might be, they will say they are the same religion like you, but they are not. But my take on this is, irrespective of how it will become in the nation, I don't see it right for any soul to die because of a nation. The agreement system of the nation can still be put in place, whereby Atiku, I will say it without apologizing in one word, he is still the best person that handles generator supplies in Nigeria, and it is his business with Kenu. That alone has hindered Nigeria the access to power supply. You talking about power supply? There's somebody that holds your power supply. All these things are part of the things the laws need to look into. Some of them came to serve Nigeria, and after serving, they left with Nigerian resources, and that resources is meant for the citizens of the country. The reason why they did what they did is because the law does not state they live with pension, gratuity, and even retirement allowance. That is what the state on them. But now they are taking what should have been left to manage the state to their personal self. That is how Tinubu make all his money. Tinubu sat on Lagos and confiscate the resources of Lagos to his personal use, to his family and all of that. They start dwelling on the resources of Lagos, which was supposed to be meant for the citizens, the indigenous people of Lagos. So what I'm saying is this: the problem of Nigeria is in Nigeria. You cannot distinguish the problem from Nigeria. So let's make laws that will govern Nigeria. And the only way we can bring this thing to place, is through a multi-regional referendum. Viewers, if you're watching, I've taken longer time than I should be talking. I was preparing for something that I want to talk about for insightful solution and reliable life. And our guest is back. I don't know if you have one or two things you want to say before the end of this program. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So do you have one or two things you want to say before the end of this program? Because I seriously believe we should not scratch the surface of the problem of Nigeria. Because what we keep doing, 2015, people shouted change. People shouted change.
What I really want Nigerian government to understand is that the masses of this country don't need much from them. As they're thinking they need $1 billion, $1 million to make their life better, the citizens, the masses of this country they don't even need $1 million. They don't even need 1,000. They don't need anything. What they just want is a good environment to do business. Like here in the north, what we normally do is farming. Because if the farm is secured, you find out that people in the north don't cry much, because it's only the lazy ones that government to get to understand that it's not much like they were thinking. It's not they assumed that the masses want from them. That's what I want them to understand. And to the citizens of this country, I want us to focus, because this issue of APC thing is just a mere distraction to distract us from focusing. as when you just look at the whole thing, when you look at all the candidates that come out, you will not be like, it will not be like all the candidates are good or all the candidates are bad, or you find someone that is okay. Fine. But the whole thing is, when you look at the person you're thinking is okay, is also has something to be corrected. So you don't need to fight. I want all the masses to know that they fight about. When you fight about somebody that will not visit your house, you are about the person you go to his office, him. You are fighting, kill your next neighbor. They want something happen in your house. Wire cut your house, the neighbor will come and help you with bucket of water. You want to fight that neighbor of the person you don't see, you don't even have access, the person you cannot even call a brother or anything, you are your closest neighbor. I just want the focus. Just do your best. Choose the candidate you the best for you, and God is going to amend the situation of this country. And for you that is working harder, see a better Nigeria, I pray that God will bless you so much. I continue to open ways for you, because your desire for this country has made me to fall this country too. So I pray that God continue to bless you and make all doors open as well. They will open. No door will resist your presence, sir. That's what I would
Thank you.
say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that kind words. I appreciate them. And you see, my sister, when we leave some certain things that God is going to handle them when we can handle them. You see, you stated a lot of things, and you said we can accept and do what we think is right. You see, my take is very straightforward, and I want every Nigerians to please understand where this trace that is straightforward is coming from. We can continue to run the system like this, and we will pass it on to another generation. The suffering will continue. Let's put an end to all of this. Nations are developing. Nations are doing great. Trust me, if Nigeria, that is more than 200 million, will spring up in Africa, we will be greater than even China. I'm telling you, because we are creative in nature, we are productive, we have all the skills and qualities God embedded on human. So what I'm saying is this: we just need to get it right. We should stop playing these hanky-panky games of, oh, because they came out, we must follow the structure of how they are retaining our suffering, because this way we are parting on now is to retain our suffering, because we got no choice. We have a choice. We are the voice of the government. We are government. We are laws. The people or the citizens of the nation. We are government. We are laws. Our ways are laws. Because if the people can understand that election will not help them, why are they not going to election? All in the name of we not get choice. Who told you you don't have a choice when you are the person that is responsible for the power to rule the nation? So this question of let's just manage it is still going to continue, and if we don't look into it as prompt as it is, we will suffer again another 8 years, another again. Nothing will happen. So let's look into a law, let's have a civil disobedience that election will not help Nigeria. Let the people come out and say, yes, you are from the north east. The northeast is a region in Nigeria. There is another region in Nigeria. If you come to Canada now, they have different provinces. Those provinces, they make their laws. And that law does not affect the law of the federal. They bring all these things together. Check US. The law in Boston is not the same law in Los Angeles. These are the way nation strives. And if you don't meet to the needs of those people that you should be reaching out to, which bring their own system, how you're going to govern them, How are you going to manage people you don't even know what they need? They don't know what you
And
need because our
what you are deciding, this thing is going to be good for Nigeria, because if region in Nigeria can iron out their problem, then I think the seat of the presidency will be okay.
Because if we say we want to look into it, there is structure for people for this thing to be meant. Oh, our House of Senate and Representative are supposed to be doing this, but they are corrupt. So we, the people, now is not coming out to say, listen, we want to break down this system and put laws that will state that if our House of Rep member goes there without consulting us before he goes there to speak, he will be impeached, because these guys have immunity everywhere that you can't deal with them when they are in power. The people, the council of elders, and the vote of the people will represent the impeachment, the arrest, the persecution of that House of Rep member. Make laws that will make these people be shaking, because all these people fighting, they want to become president. They know they can go there, steal, misuse power, and deal with the citizens and go scot-free with it.
And go unpunished.
And go unpunished. That is why they are going there. That is why all of them, even pastors, are all wanting to go there. You see? So this whole thing, it lies on the hands of the Constitution. Please, I want you to take your time and make your own conclusion, because I am seeing the Constitution of Nigeria as the basic problem that needs to be addressed. And we're calling out from the Middle Belt, we're calling out from the Lower Niger region, the Oduduwa Nation. Let's come together and let's make this demand. Let's come together and make this demand that what we need is a constitution that will be made by the people. Every region will bring out their problems and it will be looked into. It will be amended accordingly. It will be amended accordingly. So, question of say, the government did not do this. No, if the government did not do what they should have been done, there is a law that is there that said it is punishable for not doing what you should have do or done in that position. So I think there is a lot. I don't want to make you have the opposite side of our conversation today. That's why I will be drawing it to a close, because I have a particular script I wanted to read. I think I was about to read that script before you came in again. It was a script that was written by Bolaji O. Akiyemi. It's someone from the South West. But I will leave that script for another episode for tomorrow or whenever I'm coming live again. Thank you so much for coming live with me to talk about the system, what is happening in the north. Yeah, what is happening in the north. And please, if there's any information that is useful for people to know, kindly reach out to me. And if you're watching this program, please kindly share and tag friends. And let's do what is right. And that nation belongs to everybody. And as at that, we have to fix it. If we leave it for the government, they're not going to do anything. So thank you so much for coming in, and I hope to see you more frequent on this channel. So you give us, tell us what is happening in the northeast of Nigeria. Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned and watching EIA TV, Insightful Solution plus Reliable Life. The episode 3 of today, I had a guest from the northeast Nigeria, and I was prepared for something, but we have to change the program for today. So thank you so much, viewers, for staying tuned. And I want you to understand that this channel is here to educate you. to structure you for you to be able to build a structure that you will live on. There is one way, there's only one way to go about all this. And the way for us to go about this, the platform is already there. We have to do what we have to do to keep our territory safe. To keep our territory safe. If John go mature, all Aboki, they go carry their kento. Yeah, they tell you all Aboki, they carry their kento. So visit www.ninasvoice.org. There is a lot of information right there. And stay tuned. I see you again in Insightful Solution and Reliable Life. Have a blessed day and bye for now.